after we went to Rocky Top. We was trying to go up and race the blue truck at Rocky Top. We finally did roll 100,000 miles. It's 100,209 now. We was going to roll it at the racetrack. We had 99,995 miles on it, and we towed it up there. We towed it with Logan's 5th gen. Logan is the previous owner of my blue truck. Towed it up there with his truck, and we was going to roll it at the racetrack. Unfortunately, sad to announce that Turbo Tom passed away. He was involved in an accident at Rocky Top Friday night, about just a few minutes before we actually got to the track. So if y'all have a relationship with the man upstairs, y'all remember Tom's family in your thoughts and prayers. His friends and family, I'm sure they're having a tough time with the loss of him. I didn't really know him that well. I'd met him once or twice at UCC. Been watching him on YouTube for years, and I'm sure anybody that watches this video, if y'all found my channel, you knew who Turbo Tom was. He was the self-proclaimed, what everybody's calling him, the people's champion. He garage built, 2-car garage guy. He went from stock truck to competing at UCC. It's the people like that really keep guys like me motivated. The not shop backed or sponsor backed or anything like that. It just one guy and a whole lot of passion for the sport. And anyway, y'all remember his friends and family in your prayers. But we are headed to Logan's shop now. Y'all see the title of the video, Ethan's 4th gen. He followed us up there to Rocky Top, and on the way up there, right before we got there, he had called us and said that, hey, my truck's making a noise. He's had the converter bolts backing out on him a few times, so we thought that's what it was. He got there and we thought maybe the flex plate had just cracked. Actually, the centers are bad to break out, so we thought that maybe that's what it was. It was like, well, we'll unload my truck, I'll drive mine home, and we'll tow yours home. And I had a flex plate out of the black truck. I was like, we'll just put that flex plate in. So the next day, I didn't have the camera with me that day. The next day we get home from Tennessee, we pulled the trans back just far enough to actually unbolt the flex plate and slide it down, only to find out that it was not the flex plate. It actually ballooned the converter and shoved the flex plate into the adapter plate of the engine and actually busted the adapter plate. So we then needed an adapter plate, a flex plate, before somebody corrects me on that, a flex plate, an adapter plate, and a converter. So we got with Austin, of course, when anything trans related comes up, we call our good friend Austin, works at RevMax. We called him up and he said, yeah, you probably ballooned it. You're gonna want a converter. Might as well do a valve body. We got it out. So they ordered a billet flex plate, converter, and valve body with one of their billet channel plates in it. And I think their billet screw-on filter adapter, just some miscellaneous things. And then I found an adapter plate at a friend of mine, or a shop that a friend of mine works at. Shout out Austin McWright. He got us hooked up with adapter plate. So a big shout out, thanks to him and his boss for getting us hooked up with that, because those are kind of hard to find right now. So we got a new adapter plate, brand used adapter plate. And so anyway, we're headed over to this shop now. We're gonna get over there, and trans is already out. They said they got it on the table. They're waiting on me to show up. I'm late, I had some things to do, but anyway, sorry for the long intro, guys, but I'll catch up with y'all when we get to Logan's shop, and we'll get this valve body stabbed in and new converter on, and hopefully Ethan's rocking and rolling, because he's got to go to Washington here in the next couple weeks. So I'll catch up with y'all guys when we get to the shop. And we're here. Somebody come buy Logan's 450. It's got a 12 valve in it, so if you're a Cummins guy. Alright, so like I was saying, guys, we're here, Ethan's 4th gen here. So here is the flex plate. You can see where the converter ballooned it and pushed it this way, and it rubbed the adapter plate pretty good. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there is some cracks that started to bust the center out. But it also busted the adapter plate. And pretty good too. I mean, it was working on busting an entire piece out of it, but you can see the crack goes all the way around. So that's no good. But trans is out on the table, so we're gonna get the valve body snatched out of it. And we got our cam O-ring here from Thoroughbred for the back of the adapter plate. So we'll get the new adapter plate on, get the valve body in, and try to get this thing done. All right, well, 5 minutes in and we're already making a parts run for some converter bolts. Thanks a lot, Austin, for not throwing in our converter bolts. I'm just kidding, it wasn't his fault. But anyway, we had to come up here and get some bolts. Hopefully we can find some short enough here at O'Reilly's. If not, I guess we'll try Marvin's or something. But anyway, wish us luck. Strike one at O'Reilly's. Marvin's, hopefully we got some better luck. Looking for 3/8 24. Bag secured. Hopefully they're short enough. We might have to trim them down a little bit, but went ahead and got 12. If we can get 12 in there, we're gonna put 12. That way we don't shear no bolts off. All right, so our little care package even included some t-shirts. Got new converter. Is that a quad disc?
Stage 5.
Stage 5. I think it's a quad disc. We got a new solenoid pack. Our new freaking motorcycle. New valve body with our billet channel plate in it. And flex plate, which we thought was a 12 bolt flex plate, but only 6 of them line up with a converter. So I'm not sure if this is a I guess it's for 2 different style trans. I don't know, maybe the Nazen or something like that. But anyway, we're only gonna use 6. Our bolts ended up being, they're about 4 threads too long, so we're gonna have to cut them down. We got some lock washers for them, but we'll lock tight the crap out of them. We'll have to cut about 4 threads off and they should work. We got our new Mopar filter and our billet screw, and I think that's it. So what we're gonna do, get the valve body in first. Oh, we got the pan too. Forgot to look good. There we go. That's gonna look good. It'll look like you make horsepower.
I make about 3,000.
Stock bottom end, 3,000 horsepower. Anyway, we're ready to get this filter off. Get our valve body out. Never done a valve body in one of these, but Austin says there's not much to them, so I hope he's right. So I'll get the camera set up, we'll get this valve body swapped, get our billet filter screw. This one, I can't get a grip on that, but it's got the plastic screw in it. Yeah, pull it out. Dang. Whoever put that on was brave. Yeah, see, these are, well, it's already, usually these have a plastic filter screw in there. But somebody's already upgraded this one at some point. Somebody's been in this trans before. When we flip it over, I'll show you, but somebody wrote on it where they had built it. You already got a billet filter screw. I told you, somebody's been in this thing before, but anyway, so we got the filter screw there. Austin said, I think it's 6 bolts maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And
take it all apart.
Yeah, it just pops out according to Austin. He makes it sound so easy, but we'll see. inch-pounds. Austin said wait a little while, and then is 50 the final or is 50 the start?
50's the final.
50 is the final?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think we're gonna call Austin to check, but this says 50 and it don't say. I don't see anything that talks about another torque after that. So anyway, we'll do 50 and roll with it till we hear back from Austin. All right. Well, Logan has bailed on me and said that I'm putting the valve body in. But let's look at it. I think all we got to do is line that up, right? I mean, other than that,
it's not that bad.
Here, this is you then.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not that bad. So, you know, I'm gonna let you mess it up.
Yeah, it's got to come back.
Looking for an absolutely phenomenal winner in the Reassembling Chatham, Illinois. It is Brian.
I think it hit.
Try to move that rod.
Nope, it did not hit. Take two.
Alright, here. Move it forward a little bit. Alright, there you go.
It took it that time.
No play.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. We hope. I said we hope. Luckily, we can do that in the truck if we have to.
Yeah.
If we screw it up, we can do that. Yeah. What do these torques do?
105. Pretty stuff. Thanks, Austin. Here you go.
Alright, Logan has since took back over. Got it in. We're going to torque the solenoid pack one more time, but we went ahead and threw the valve body in because we can do that. We can torque it to the final torque while it's in. But got your 6 bolts, but it's a little iffy on where they went. These are actually not bolt holes. Where do those go? Do they go anywhere?
I
don't know.
Drain.
I don't know what they are, but anyway, I was trying to put a couple bolts in there, so anyway, we got it figured out. And these torque to what?
105.
105 inch-pounds on valve body bolts, so we're getting there. Cleaning up our brand used adapter plate here. Yeah, somebody silicone that one before. Put a little bit of silicone in it. Anyway, we're gonna get it cleaned up. Clean up the back of the block a little bit where I don't think it's really too bad. Still got dial indicator. We're checking in play. I think it had 9 thousandths. Spec is 4 to 14, but I think we should have done a bypass while you had this out. That'd been a good time to do a fleece coolant bypass. Yeah, goes right there. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna clean up around the cam, right there where that O-ring actually seals, and get our new to us adapter plate on, and we'll do all this process in reverse. And so round 2. We're just gonna RTV it. Anyway, we're gonna get RTV on both sides of the gasket, and then we can hide all Ethan's money. there getting ready to put the flex plate on. Done Josh McCormick special. A little bit of Loctite on that, Loctite on the bolts, and we're gonna send it home. Harbor Freight special, tying a ratchet strap back together. This thing has got a nasty lean to it, like the jack is not straight at all. The weight of the case, transfer case, is taking it over. Oh, you know what I didn't think about too? We was about maxed out with the jack to get it under, and that pan just added like 3 inches. It just got a lot taller.
Didn't the jack go so farther?
We had it about maxed out last time. Oh crap. Well, we're about ready. We get the converters set. So they've moved on to RevMax things. So we got a little over a quart in that. And we're ready to spline it on the trans. That should counterweight us enough to where we can get it off our jack stand back there. Yeah, it's warm. We've been letting that sit out in the Alabama sun by accident. Get it started on there and then kind of twist it to spline it into the pump. So that's square it, kind of how it's squared at the end. Just kind of work it back and forth and push it in at the same time. So we got most of our bell housing bolts in. Logan's tried to knock me out with a cross member, but I think this was this supposed to be on the back side or the front side? Or the bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom?
I think it's right there like that.
Yeah.
Just keeps it away from the exhaust. Up a little more. Good.
Is that all we got?
That's all she needs. Hold that, Justin.
Hold that. We got a hammer or anything?
There's one up front.
Got a couple.
Look at which one.
I got that blow over.
I'll get it. I got both my eye with the connector, but get it. Hey, we need to go up some more.
Yeah, we got any more?
Yeah, hold on.
I got it.
All right.
A little more.
Alright. Alright, right there, Nathan.
box you a hammer with a little more ice if you needed it, but I guess you figured it out.
Oh yeah, we got it.
Alright, you let down with the jack now.
Get that shit out of here.
She gone.
Move your pillow back.
Oh, fuck yes.
Alright, we finally got some room to work now. Get the jacks out of the way. Alright, we're gonna finish getting this. We gotta do a little wire and repair here. We've 4 brown and green wires, so who knows which one goes to which, but where'd those wires go?
They go to the transfer thing.
Well, we might want to wire those back together before we do anything, but before we plug too much crap up wherever we're going to wire them together. But anyway, lines are hooked up. Most of the bell housing bolts are in and tight. We will catch back up when we start putting some fluid in it. We got our redneck funnel here going. What we got? So that's 12, 4, 12, 15. That'll make 19. Well, all we got is 23 or 24 total. We think it holds 20 to 24, somewhere in that ballpark. So we've got one in the converter already. Then we poured in, I poured 3. Yeah. That's 2 cylinders short, Logan. What the heck?
man.
Alright, we got our bolts cut down and halfway beveled. You ready to bar it over, Ethan? Is that Loctite still down there? Alright. Hopefully these thread in and don't bottom out, but we're gonna see. We're gonna get the converter bolts on. We're about ready. We're waiting until we get the starter hooked up. We still didn't know hook it up until we put it in neutral so we can get the shafts in, but we got most of the fluid in. You got to get one exhaust hanger. We're hooked up over here. Shifter cable's on. All electrical's on. We got to get the vent tube for the transfer case, and we still got to do our wiring repair here. And other than that, we should be about good to go. All right, we're ready for first fire. We're gonna crank it for about 10 to 15 seconds and let it circulate a little fluid, and then we'll check it, probably add a little bit more, and then we'll crank it, let it get a temp. Hit it. Well, it ain't making the noise anymore. And then we'll recheck fluid. See where we're at, get it close, at least until we get it warm. Alright, so we gotta do a quick learn. New valve body, so you gotta do a quick relearn. What's it say? Not supported.
My manual transmission. You got a G56 in this thing?
What the hell? Engine must be running. We're running. Oh, I thought it wasn't allowing it for that. Okay, never mind.
Shifted to drive.
It should do everything.
Go to drive. Go to drive. Go to park.
Mine didn't go that high RPM when it done it. Mine was like a lot lower. Like it just,
Yeah,
you could feel it hitting the clutches and everything.
The first time I did it, I was scared shot. I was like, we're about to neutral drop this thing.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I can't drop it into drive right now. All right, so we ready to drive?
Yeah, that's a relearn.
All right, we're ready to go.
Check the fluid.
I say we just take.
This piece of shit fifth gen out
Yeah,
of the way.
get that raggedy 5th gen out of the way. All right, guys. So we're gonna take a little drive and see how it shifts. Oh, second gear, third. Yeah, much better. firm. You ain't got an edge over there, do you? Oh, so you see, we should have plugged the edge up so we see line pressure. Oh well.
Whenever turn around, go back to the shop and get the standard and look at it.
Yeah.
Turn that right here.
Well, we got all the gears. So. We got all 6 gears and lock up, so no neutrals. That's gonna take some cleaning, but check for leaks real quick. I think we're good. I don't see anything other than AC port. I believe we're good. I don't see any leaks. You wanna check line pressure? You ready to race? Alright, so we're trying to see what our line pressure is here. We think we don't have, we're not really sure what tuning's on the truck, so we're trying to find out. Flare shift. Yeah, we need trans tuning, but we wasn't really sure to start with, so I think Austin said we need to see like 220, 225. Yeah. Obviously, emissions and tack tuning. We don't partake in the delete tune.
Definitely doesn't have a weight loss.
Yeah, it has not been rerouted, that's for sure. All right, guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap this video up. Pretty simple install, just valve body converter, solenoid pack, and flex plate, adapter plate. Pretty easy stuff, pretty routine stuff. It's the first one we've ever done, but definitely nothing to it. Definitely something you could do with the trans in your truck if y'all are looking to upgrade. It's definitely a good upgrade. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap this up. And in memory of Turbo Tom, how he would end his videos: get out your garage and get to wrenching on your truck.